What's up, y'all? It's your boy Juwan, your accountability partner. Woo! Y'all, I know you noticed something different. I have a MacBook Air. I have a Rode microphone and condenser. I have some Beat headphones and some lighting. I haven't set the lighting up just yet, but I have some lighting. And for those that have been following my fitness journey for, over the last year, you might remember that literally behind me, I would stand up and I would record my videos on my phone, nothing fancy. I just want to say I'm extremely grateful. God has been good. And I know that for some people that might be cliche, but I'm a living example of what I mean. So what exactly do I mean God is good? Okay. So I took a leap of faith a couple of weeks ago, really over the last year with this fitness journey thing. I had no idea that, my fitness journey would essentially lead me to being invited to get 2 free tickets to go to a podcast summit led by the podcast king David Shantz all the way in Atlanta. And then, even let me back up. My fitness journey landed me an interview, if you will, on Fox 5, Lion Lunch Hour, which ultimately led to me getting offered 2 free tickets to go to Atlanta to David Shantz's podcast summit back in July. Little did I know from the podcast summit would I be invited to be on other people's podcasts talking about how I overcame depression and suicide and obesity. And prior to that, I mean, I had been on my phone, like recording the different videos and stuff. That's my family. But recording my fitness journey and calling myself the accountability partner, not really knowing what I was doing. I mean, but God knew what he was doing. And so, I didn't have a MacBook. I didn't have headphones. I didn't have microphone or anything like that. All I had was my phone. Well, my cousin Kofi reached out to me. This maybe like 5-6 weeks ago. He surprised me with a pair of AirPods, the Pro AirPods. And then a few weeks later, he also surprised me with some headphones, a bunch of tripod cases, and so much other podcasting equipment. And he told me to get creative with it and gave it to me. And he was like, I believe in you and I know what God is doing in your life. So then that happened. Then a couple weeks later, my grandfather had been reaching out saying, hey, Juwan, like, you need to send me all the stuff that you need for your podcast. I want to go ahead and help you get your podcast stuff squared away. I want you to be successful. Well, he surprised me with the microphone, the MacBook, the headphones. And let me just say that just being, I don't have to keep saying I'm being transparent because I'm being transparent, but I didn't know, like, I was more so concerned about the logistics of doing this thing. First of all, I'm not a professional podcaster yet. I didn't wake up and say, hey, I wanted to be a podcaster. But what I've realized over this year-long journey is that God was slowly but surely pushing me into this season of my life. And so I, like so many people, were concerned about the equipment. Well, I don't have the equipment to essentially be able to do the podcast. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have this. I didn't have any of this, but yet God used people close to me as a vessel to ensure that I had the resources that I needed to basically move forward.